with the cow to get her milk this morning. She doesn't want to go. Oh, I don't know. I'm going nutty. Anyway.
The first steps are most products, especially the fresh items, are coming in. I mean, fresh, picked last night, picked this morning, baked this morning, and coming in. So you see some of the chaos that happens because the producers are getting here and dropping off, and the customers just cannot wait for the doors to open to come in and start buying. So there's a little bit of overlap. But what happens is through the back room, we have producers start to come in and drop items off. They know pretty much what they have to do at this point. They will email me in lists of what is coming, and we try to barcode everything because it makes it so much easier on the cash register people. And since we're working with volunteers and you may have a new person every week, it's important to have it smooth for the cash register people to be able to run it correctly. And so producers, everything gets a label with a barcode on it that has the first 4 digits are the producer's number, and then the last 3 digits are the item number, so that then the producer can have some differentiation on what they sold. And it also has the price coded in there and all that good stuff. So they come in, they drop off their stuff, we label it, we put it on the shelf, and it walks out the door, it sells itself. And from there then, through the register, we're able to collect data, what they sold, how much it was, broke down by item number. And then on Mondays, I then email back out to the producers, and they get a list saying this is what sold. So either if they don't come and pick up their stuff, they know about what they have left. They can gauge their inventory, when do they need to replenish. Or if they come and pick up their stuff, they can call me and say, I'm missing a head of lettuce. I brought 13 in and, only took 1 home, and you said I sold 10. So. The online system is set up where producers actually go. I just give them a login, and they post what they have for sale and their own prices. And then it operates on an order cycle, so that when the order opens on Saturday at midnight, they have their stuff posted. Shoppers go in and they just put it in a basket, and they don't buy or pay. It's not like Amazon. Just when the order cycle closes, it's basically a snapshot of whatever they've got in their basket. That goes out to the producers, or I send an email saying you have an order. They go log on, they check to see what their orders are, and they bring it in and drop it off. And then that way, the shoppers know that when they come in, they're going to have those items set aside for themselves. And we see it especially when you have an item that's in hot demand. The cherry tomatoes, people say he'll sell out of cherry tomatoes, and they say, well, I can't get here in time, to get enough tomatoes. And so he now put them online so that people can order ahead of time, have them set aside, and they don't have to worry about rushing and feeding the crowds to get what they want.
It's been a true community effort. It's all volunteers so far, which is amazing to be a part of something where so many people are working together to do something good, not just take as much as they can.
So what are you guys doing?
We're just volunteers. We're volunteers. It's our tags.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're volunteers. And all we're doing is stacking broccoli right now.
You having fun?
Yeah.
So do you guys volunteer every week?
Yeah, we volunteer every Friday. Yep.
So he's like, well, what do I do next? What do I do next? And so, I almost have to have a list of stuff. And they don't care. They could, wipe down the tables, mop the back floor, do this or do that. And they go and they do it. And they know now, when the cheese shows up, UPS, they open the box, they know exactly what to do. Yeah, I don't even know how old they are. What is that? 7, 5? I don't know. 5. I've noticed that the people that I have in here are unemployed.
Sure.
That they've lost their job.
Yeah.
And are just like the one lady I have starting Monday. I actually worked with her, and she got laid off the same time I did.
Really?
And she was just like, I'm going stir crazy. Yeah, but where people are saying, well, what am I going to do? At least I can be doing something good with my time. So, or people saying I'm not even going to look for a job because like college kids home, or even
right.
Dave today, David, he's having. I'm not going to find a job right now, so.
It's great. And you guys are kind of the operations team? I mean, kind of,
We're the details numbers people. We're always like, we're the dark cloud where everybody's like, oh, we should do this. This would be great. We're like, how are you gonna pay for it? You know.
so you're the buzz still crowd.
Yeah, we are. Like the buzz.
What's the budget for that?
Yeah, it is. It's Mom's obviously a banker, and
have been for over 30 years. From a small community bank, so I understand the effect of local economy and what happens when money gets out of the local economy. So I can see the big benefit that this would have to keep that money within the local economy. So that was something that really excited me about the project as we got started on it. And she's got an operational background.
yeah, my background was I worked in manufacturing, so computers, and numbers, and spreadsheets.
Quite to where our original projections would be for break even, because that's, I guess, when from my background and my aspect of what I was looking for is what kind of sales were we going to have based on the 90% being put back to the producers. What would we have to do to actually fund ourselves? Because that was our big thing is you can get grant money, you can get donations, but you can't live and sustain yourself on that. You have to be self-funded.
Yeah, that's not sustainable either. You need to come right.
And so we really looked really hard at trying to find a way to keep our costs as low as possible going in, so that we didn't have to be huge to be able to make it. And we basically came up, we need about $10,000 in sale fee in order to get what we need.
Per week?
Per week, yeah, right.
We've gotten so many people call. There's one guy I email with sometimes, and he's like, they want to make it happen somewhere else. And it's like, I said, I will tell you anything. We'll give you our books. We'll give you everything you want. I don't know. I said, right now, we just need to prove to ourselves we can make it work here. That's I told this guy. I said, you need to, this is how we got started, and if you want to do this, the first thing you need to go out is start getting your group together. Start getting your core group, start getting support from the community.
But getting that passion.
Yeah.
How could we get 12 people with all of these different skills who had the same passion, who were willing to come like every Wednesday night for the last year?
That's what I was telling him. I was like, there were how many of us putting in 10 to 20 hours a week working? And
I think it changed every week, every day for a while, until we tried to figure out what was going to work. But I guess even when we started conceptually and started throwing the ideas together, we kept saying, well, okay, maybe we don't have everything figured out, but let's try it. Well, we were afraid to get tied up into by the time you create the best plan, you've wasted how many months? Yeah. And we didn't want to get stuck there.
And we could have never anticipated. If we would have sat down and spent the time to do it, it would have been a waste, because just now we've been open for about 2 months, and I feel like we're just finally starting to get a flow, where people are saying, we need to train other people, and it's like, I can't train people because I don't know what I'm doing, and trying to figure it out as it comes, and every week we do something a little different, and keep trying to make it better, and it feels like it's starting to settle out a little bit now, like we're starting to get our hands around it a little bit, but it's been an adventure.
The fluid aspect of it too, it's never the same. So each week, what's going to be here, you never know. Depends what the producers have. Certain things will always have milk and eggs and the cheese, but as far as the fresh produce, that's going to be a constant change. Also, would like to just say that people find this a happy place to be. People have said, it's just a good feel, it's just a warm, happy feeling, and that's something we really wanted to promote also. I think the food or the environment, the market itself promotes that. It's the producers, it's got a rustic feel to it, very real.